Yo, what's good? What's good, everyone? What's good? What's good, everyone? Good morning. How are we doing? How are we doing? How are we doing? Let me make sure this is off. Solid overnight so far. We got this 4 hour gap here that's respecting. We have an inversion on the 4 hour. Looks like we're gonna go higher today. We're already inverse this 4 hour. ES is still kind of within it, but I wanted to see rejections, but we're just not getting them. There's just no rejections here, so we'll have upside bias until we get any change on the hourly. So this is the hourly look here. Yeah, it just looks bullish. It looks like we're gonna run all this low resistance all the way up to 550s. We got all this low resistance liquidity. We broke out last night, and then now we're just kind of grinding towards it. Yeah, we have another relative equal highs around here, and then at this high up here. So we'll see what we get. Like I said, I want a downside, but it's not happening. It doesn't look like it's happening. Yeah, I just went over the 4 hour right now. We got an IFEG here. We respected the gap here. I think here's my thing. If we get a closure above, like for me at least, if we get a closure above these highs up here, a 4 hour closure above, then we're probably gonna draw back into like this high up here. If we get a closure above, it'll probably be something like this. We boom, boom, boom. What's good, Wolf? What's good? Yeah, we have jolts later, so let me check the calendar. I'll show you guys. We got jolts later at 7 a.m., so that should give us a good move. So we'll probably wait for that before we take our first trade. We'll probably wait for that. ES has a little bit of a different look. ES is a bit weaker today, or this morning at least. Pretty much flat on the day so far, ES. The overall range on ES hasn't been much. So, we'll see. So let's some relative highs here before this open. Does Apex trading on Sunday count as a day? It counts for Monday. It counts for Monday. Alright, let's get to it. Chat, I was gonna buy more Apex accounts last night and I forgot completely, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I put out a message in Discord, I was like, yo, Apex sale ends in 1 hour, and I told myself, alright, the last 30 minutes I'm gonna go ahead and just buy a bunch of accounts, and I got distracted. That was a fumble, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, we got relatively equal highs up here. I think we'll come and take these out before anything. Good morning. Was heartbroken? Yeah, usually give me like 5 minutes. I'll definitely start the stream by 9:20 because sometimes I'm doing some stuff and whatnot. Yeah, make sure you guys drop a like on the stream. I'd appreciate that on the actual stream. I woke up kind of late today again. Yeah, I did post a message myself, bro. I literally after that, it just, I don't know what happened, bro. We were watching Hunter x Hunter, and I just completely got distracted. What would you like to see if you're bearish? Good question. Probably a inversion of this hourly gap, maybe down here. That'd be solid. Look at 15-minute. I'll probably watch for this 15-minute get violated here. Right. We do have quad equal lows. We have a lot of liquidity down here. Okay, but yeah, something like a violation of this. We have a lot of equal low stacked right here. It looks like we have some SMT overnight. Yo, what's good, Alan? What's your bias? I think upside so far. Honestly, we could play neutral bias too. I'm not too worried about up or down. We have news at 7, so hopefully that gives us some direction. But I think we got those relative highs. That's gonna be a good target here. 450s. So if we do get a trade early into that, I'm down to take that. Honestly, the relative equal yesterday is unlikely. I don't think we'll go that far down. It's pretty far. Did you watch on the market yesterday? Yeah. Any updates on Top Step back to funded? I think they're doing it right now on their live. Or MP posted on his Twitter that they were gonna do it this morning. Let me see. I don't even think they're live right now. Oh, they are. I need to do it sometime today. Yeah, probably today. Target the unfilled 4 hours after 10 a.m. Yeah, that could be good. That could be good. Because we have a lot of equal lows on here. Or relative equal lows at 398. So that's also the start of the 4 hour gap. So we can possibly do something like this. I'm neutral bias more so than bullish because we have ES hasn't cleared this area yet, right? So we're gonna have to watch that and be careful a little bit. But just wait for these 4 hour to get swept because this is obviously gonna close. I mean, hopefully it closes with good targets on both sides. I've seen some of these setups fail because ES did not clear it, right? And we'll mark out these lows just in case. I have marked out the Asia low right now. Alright, market's about to open here in about, what, 30 seconds? All right, let's see what we get here. Personally, I would either like something like this. I think this could be solid here. But let's see. Let's see. NQ took London. Notice the ES didn't violate. Yeah, the ES hasn't violated the 4-hour gap yet, which I was like, that's why I'm kind of neutral. So we'll see what this does. A lot of chop right here on the 5 minutes so far. 398 is a good target though. Alright, I would like to see a little bit of upside from here at least. Alright, if we can get like a buy model somewhere from here, that'd be cool. I'll be down to take that. Into these equal highs. Just remaining patient though. Remaining patient. Imagine just a nasty AMD here, that'd be crazy. Yeah, it would be peak. I don't know if we're gonna get it, bro. I'm not gonna lie. We'll see. We'll see. We gotta put in a gap here. We gotta put in a 1 minute gap here, and then if we get like a 1 minute gap, I mean, I guess we have one up here, but like, ideally, I wanted a bigger one, and then we could take it for upside. We got some SMT right now on ES. Thank you. We got this gap that we can use if we need to. Here. I wish I left the gap here on the 1 minute. They didn't leave it. They did not leave it. Like, is this... I don't like the R. The risk to reward on this is just terrible. It's a negative RR. I don't like that. I don't like that. The 30-second gap? Yeah, the 30-second gap's actually not that bad. But, we'll see. I'm kind of eyeing longs here. Off this open. Honestly, Kate, that 30-second gap is really nice. It's not a bad gap at all. That 30-second is inverse right now. I'm gonna wait for this. See that 30-second 930 OB? I'm gonna wait for that. I do like longs here, guys. I do like longs here. Yo, ES is pushing now. If we get above, back into like the midpoint of this area, I would look to the long. But until then, I'm gonna wait. It's a little early. We got news here in a second here, or in like 30 minutes. We left relative equal highs at these overnight highs, but there's no telling yet. Because look at ES and look at NQ, right? They have S&P at the highs and lows. The look is just a little weird. The ES is looking okay. I want to say it's looking good. Because look at this 5, right? Like, this 5 minutes giving us different stories, in my opinion. Alright, if we're gonna break a structure above this 934, I'll give it a go here. I'll give it a go here. We're gonna closure above this 1 minute gap. I'll give it a go. So that's the draw that I have, or that's the setup I have marked out so far. Just gotta wait. See. I'm doing good, bro. How are you? How are you? I'm looking for this long up here, but we're kind of rejecting the gap still. If we get an inversion of above that gap, I'll take it. But other than that, I'm kind of waiting around. Just a bunch of chop, guys. A bunch of chop. All right, what do you guys think, chat? From this point, from 380, that we're gonna close higher or lower? What do you guys think? Three 370 lows and then go higher. I don't know. I'm starting to think that this could be the possible sell side draw here. 290s. I'm honestly starting to think 290s could be the draw. And daily doesn't have much in terms of targets, I feel like. I mean, remember, chat, I said if we get an inversion here on this 15 minute, I'll flip my bias. This looks like we're getting it. We have a couple of hourly gaps here, but we have 20 minutes for this hourly to open or close, so London lows could be a possible draw here. Where's 3 a.m. lows? These right here. And if we go to London lows, we'll probably go to Asian lows too. ES is kind of holding up. You guys can see ES. We're in like a 5-point range, even in this hourly, right? While NQ is in like a 100-point range. Might have to wait for data here. My audio's cutting out. I think I'll talk a little bit louder. Sure, the wrong one. Yeah, I feel you. It happens sometimes. ES is just terrible. Like, look at ES. This is not... Audio's good? Alright, bet. Look at this ES lower time frame, right? Just absolutely horrendous. It's horrible. I still like the original like kind of idea that I have is above the gap here. I'll take it. And ES smart got this high. So I'll give this a go here. It's not the best risk reward, but it's okay. Most likely, I don't think we're gonna get that until this hourly closes. I think the hourly needs to close before, but we'll see. We shall see. We got news in about 20 minutes. We got jolts, so hopefully that gives the market a good move. Well, I think it's time to put some clash. Chat, this all could be a play. Chat, okay, I'm gonna give this I'll give this a jab here for the downside, right? This is very good risk reward. I'm gonna go 20-point stop on this. I will obviously keep it a little bit more chill, but I think first I'll give this a jab to downside if we get like a strong closure below this lows that we have right now, and below this small little gap. That would be my short position. If we get above, I'm neutral bias overall. That would be my short idea, right? If we can clear these 932 highs and break the structure to the upside, then I'll look for 458. That's kind of the if then statement right now. If we can move lower from here, I'll look for downside. If we can move higher above 932 open, then I'll look for 458. It's kind of hopefully the market gets. John, I was about to say that, but I was like, that's such a dad joke, and then you just said it. I was like, hopefully Jolt gives the market a jolt. And here we are. Alright, let's see. Ooh, this high should be protected if we do. Alright, I'll give this a very light jab. Like, I almost don't want to give this a jab. Should we just wait for news? I think we should wait for news, guys. Honestly, I'm gonna hold off on this with the market intuition. I want to see lower prices at this point from here, but we'll put market intuition and hold off on this just because I feel like it's too small of a gap. This is kind of like reaching. I'm not gonna lie. This is reaching. This really is reaching. Hopefully it delivers until the next lows, but this is reaching before news. I don't want to take this. Yeah, we're probably gonna save money not taking this. That's not a good setup. Talk myself out of it. Market wait for news. Yeah. What about the 15-minute FAG for higher? Yeah. So we're an hourly and a 15-minute too, which is why I'm holding off. I was I was gonna take that, but I was there's no reason for me to take that. That's not a good setup. That's not a good setup. Which I'm glad I held off on it because that was not a good setup at all. But I will take the 932 if we get above this structure here. If we get above that, I'll take it. So above this gap and structure here. We're gonna chop to new. Yeah, we only got 15 minutes. ES is holding up better here than NQ. I did think this open was gonna be a little bit better, but alright, I think it's clash time. I just hate how they left these relative equal highs up here. Damn, ES? What the fuck? Is that a 5-point candle on ES? We'll hold off until news. Okay, this is getting very like back and forth and a lot of wicks. Oh shit. Alright, chat, we'll wait like 14 minutes here. Gotta play a quick game. Yeah, ES, it was like a 7-point dump on ES. That's crazy. Appreciate all you guys tuning in today, as always. Make sure you guys drop a like on the stream. Let's try to get to 100 likes here. We have like 650 people in here. Let's try to get over 100 likes. So far, it's open. We kind of came down and it's been chopping, so just waiting on price action to kind of pick up here. I think Trump is talking today too, right? If I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure he is. Yeah, that's fair. For London lows, yeah. ES is really starting to kind of come down here. I have my lows marked out down here, my London lows. Chat, we might get them. We'll see. The draft net is just choppy. Could work out. Super chop, super chop. We're in a lower time frame megaphone, which will probably break out here soon. Just stay patient, guys. What's wrong with PA, dude? I wish I knew, bro. They just decided to do nothing. I mean, we're kind of moving, hopefully, for upside now. What other targets do we have? So these would be the obviously main targets, and then we have a bunch of targets up here, and 507. If you guys are just joining in for longs, I'm looking for a structure break above this area actually. So I'm actually open to take this. I'm actually open to take this. All right, Chad. This I will give a go. This I will give a jab to. On the closure here. Let's wait for a closure and I'll give this a jab. I like this. All right, I'm gonna give this a jab. We'll give this a jab. I'll give this like a B minus setup. B minus setup. Just because it's a little choppy before the trade, but we'll see. Make sure you guys have hard stops in for because of news. Yeah, I usually don't. If my setup is, if something I like is before news, I just take it anyways. As long as you have a stop loss in, you're chilling. Unless it's like NFP or CPI, then it gets a little iffy because obviously it's it could slip you, but you should be chilling here. We just need a strong 5-minute close here. This 5 minutes getting kind of torn down. Damn, there's no continuation. Holy shit. There's just no continuation at all. I think ES is probably going to sweep these lows again, I'm not going to lie. I think we'll get some, maybe SMT down here. Let's see. Yeah, I am in a trade right now. This 5 minute looks brutal as fuck. Yeah, it does. It was looking good off of, I was going to hope it would close up there, but it did not. It did not. We did not get a strong closure. That was kind of unfortunate. Yeah, this is whack. We're gonna get stopped out here. Chat, I gave it a go. I'm about to get stopped out here. I gave it a go. Yep, I got stopped out. I got stopped out right there. I got stopped out. I like the closure on the 1 minute. The 5 minute was looking good while we were entering, but just no continuation. No continuation. I took about 600 per right there. Oh. Or between so many gaps and so many. At this point, I don't really know where it's gonna go. If we get brought back up after this low on ES that got swept, I'll look, but we'll see. I'm having money troubles. Do you think it's affecting my trading? Absolutely. Rate the setup. I said B minus before while I was entering. Sorry, so we took this loss here. We took this L here. We'll look for one more trade this AM. The thing is, Jolts is probably not gonna do anything either. That's why everyone's like, oh, wait for news, wait for news. I don't like. Usually, it doesn't do much. So it's just like people are waiting for like a nothing burger. What do you suggest? I would get a job, bro. Like, if I'm being honest. If I'm being honest. I mean, that goes for like 99% of people who trade, I feel like. So it's not just, I'm not just saying it to you. ES is, I don't think it's a better trade, bro. ES is so ass. Look how bad ES is. Like, it's even worse than NQ in my opinion. It's just, I don't know where the draw on liquidity is resting at. I don't know if we're gonna. We left these equal highs up here. We're in so many gaps that I don't know, but this looks like it's gonna sell model down. Like we have a lot. This lower resistance probably gets run through here. Let me see how close ES is to London. Yeah, we're like, here's my thing, we're pretty far from any significant area of liquidity. We have a bunch of gaps posted right here on the higher time frame. And the lower time frame is just a bunch of nothing. Alright, let's see what we got here. And with that being said, the day's cooked. I think the day's cooked. It's too choppy. Everyone's saying wait for news, and this is why I was kind of waiting, and it's a nothing burger, bro. It's a nothing burger. No, I did not catch a short. I'm 0 for 1 this morning. I don't know if the draw liquidity is higher or lower into London, but we'll see. We have S&T at the lows right now. Hopefully we can go to 458. That would be good. I just genuinely don't know. Every time we leave the market, something happens. Bro, this has been like this since like the start. Every time I get off a stream, the market decides to move. The running joke, yep. Yeah, fixed limit on the number. If I like lose 2 trades in a row for the day, I'm done. For futures. What's good, Didi? What's good? It's just too choppy, bro. Like, we know when it's high probability, when it's not. I thought this was going to turn into, like, a high probability setup here. Once this didn't work, I'm like, you know what? It is what it is. You covered an FTMO not having it. No. Exactly, Al. Exactly. I'm not in anything right now. Yes, Ash, it's choppy, bro. Yes. Look at overnight. Look at this. It is choppy. We had one good move last night. It was between 4 a.m. to whatever the fuck this is, 6 a.m. The rest of it has been chop. If you don't think this is chop, bro, I don't know what you trade. This is straight. Unless you're scalping for 3 points and then going break even, I don't know. This is the definition of chop right here. Chop. Expansion. Chop. Do I have a set loss number? Do I have a fixed limit on the number of losses in a week? Do I look like a bitch? Bro, you guys gotta understand. Trading discretion is way more important than your loss limit for the week. Like, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? The market experience and the trading intuition you have is worth infinitely more times than whatever. Oh, I'm only gonna trade this much today. Dude, that shit is it's completely dog shit. It's bullshit, bro. I'm telling you. Like, dude, holy hell! How many people are like, dude? I wake up every day, Monday through Friday. I only take 1 trade a day. Shut the fuck up. If you go to your favorite trader and go to their trades, I guarantee they're slamming 5 trades a day. I could put money on it. They're slamming 5 trades a day. Like, bro, trust me. Like, there's no one out here sitting there 1 trade a week. Like, it's not happening. Unless you're like Umar Ashraf, where you have like $1 billion business that you're working on, right? Like, no one's doing that. Bro, most of these traders are sitting on the charts all day long. They're fucking trying to scalp 3-point ranges on NQ. But where were we at? Oh yeah, market intuition over everything. Like, if the market's good, I'm gonna take 20 trades if I want to. I don't. And you know what's crazy? I think a lot of people are like, oh, what are other people gonna say if I take 20 trades? Who gives a fuck? You guys aren't paying my bills. The people on Twitter aren't paying my bills. I'm gonna pay my own bills, right? If I think the market is good and is giving 20 opportunities in a day, I'll take 20 trades. If I think the market is giving 0 opportunity in a day, I'll take 0 trades. There is no set number. I think when people put a set number on things, it's just like you're not like, what are you doing? Because where you react, right? We don't try to predict the market. So if we're reacting to what the price is giving us, and there's multiple opportunities, then we should look for those opportunities. Bro, this my dog's going crazy outside right now. No, I'm not, BG. I'm not mad. It's like I just don't. People would try to be too perfect with this shit, and it's like you can't be too perfect with it. Well, I'm only gonna do this many trades today, and I trust me. I used to preach that too, and then from like I think like it's been like a year and a half where I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna lie, all that shit's bullshit. Like, obviously, you don't want to go there smacking trades if the setup's not good or things like that, right? Then you're just fucking gambling. But there's some days where like, bro, if we're having a minus 3% day, you don't think the market's going to give us at least 5 opportunities to get in? 5 trades? Like, come on now. You think these traders who have these crazy big days are making it off of one trade on like a, you know, like stop trying to be perfect with this shit. If you try to be perfect with this shit, you're going to fall straight on your ass and eat shit. Just let it happen. Just let it happen. Don't try to be perfect with it. Relax, bro. We lost is okay, and that's another thing. I genuinely do not care if my P&L is red or green at the end of the day. Bro, I've been trading for so long now. Like, dude, here's another thing, and I think you're probably like a newer trader. I don't care if I lose or win. Like, if I'm obviously having like a minus 100K day, then I'll like, you know, feel some type of way, right? Like a couple Fridays ago. But like, if I lose, it's whatever. Like, I don't care. I'm not gonna lie, I do not care. Why would I care about something that is 100% guaranteed in this market? Like, I'm gonna lose. I might lose my next trade. I might lose tomorrow. I might lose the day after that. Like, who cares? Who cares? You know how many losses I've taken in my life in trading, and you really think I care about one single loss, dude? Like, trust me, that shit does not bother me at all. And it shouldn't bother you. There's no reason for it to bother you. They're just. How can we say are you agreeing for dumb for the day? It's all about the opportunity, right? It's about the opportunity. If there's a lot of opportunity, I'm gonna keep trading. If there's not a lot of opportunity, and keep in mind, all my trades are not on stream or in the Discord. A lot of these trades I take, especially my bigger days, aren't even the ones no one knows about. But it's like, in this case, right? Let's say you long to the high, right? Let's say you took this long to the high, right? That's a day where you're like, okay, you know what? I'm done for the AM because it's not high probability. You took your setup, you're green. You understand that there's not a lot of opportunity out there. On the day where we're moving down 400 points, right? Like, whatever day it was. Like this one, it was overnight, but there's so much opportunity here, right? So you can take multiple trades down into sell side as, you know, sell side's approaching. But if the market, like right now, if you're looking for another trade after you took a long to 58, then it's like there's no reason to, because there's no other opportunity that's really available as of the current market, you know, situation. If volatility picks up and the market starts moving crazy, obviously you can go back in and look at it. Which is why I said trader discretion is the most important thing versus having a set number of wins or losses or whatever. Bro, KK, I don't believe in any macros. So for me, if lunch is good, I'll trade lunch. If PM's good, I'll trade PM. If AM's good, dude, this is what I do full time, right? So obviously, I'm not sitting on my chair like this for the next 8 hours of my life, but I'm here in my room working, right? So I'll set some alerts and things like that. If it hits, I'll look for trades. If not, chilling. I don't know. You guys can clip whatever I said in the last like 5 minutes, and like if you showed any other big streamer or big trader, they'll be like, no, he's wrong. He's wrong. I mean, dude, my thing is there's no right or wrong in this, right? What I personally believe is that having a set number of something is just not good for you. Like that in my opinion will hurt your trading more than it'll benefit you. In the long run, at least. First, you need to differentiate what a high probability day is and a low probability day. If you could differentiate that, then you can take multiple trades and have no issue. I agree, Mango. People need to understand that opportunities. Yeah, for sure. And this is like something you kind of figure out and you learn by trading on your own, right? And kind of just doing it on your own versus trying to follow people all the time. How do you filter low and high probability days? Speed. Speed is key with these type of days. And overall, like, are we getting expansion or not? We're obviously not getting any expansion today, right? This is just... It's been chop, chop, chop. Alright, we got our first 5-minute gap of the day here. We took out the low, or took out the highs. We have a lot of SMT up here. You guys can see NQ is consistently taking out the highs, but ES isn't. If this 5-minute goes inversion, this section is pretty good for going towards London lows. I don't know if it'll drive all the way into London lows, but ES is about 10 points-ish. It's actually pretty solid here. Let me reset my chart. I don't know why the gap's there. There you go. This is a pretty good setup to the downside. Do you check if Asia consolidate and New York will expand? No, not really, because I've seen New York consolidate while Asia is also consolidated. I've seen expansions, all 3 sessions. I've seen all that. So for me, it's just like I'm not gonna put correlation with, oh, if Asia chops, New York's gonna expand, or if Asia moves and New York's gonna, you know, not move or whatever. That's just how I see it, at least. That's just how I see it. Yeah, we're still, like I said, guys, we're still stuck in this range. This is our 9:30 open up here, and we've just been back and forth, back and forth. We currently took out the highs. We have some SMT at these highs with ES and NQ. I think London would be a great draw if we can get some more continuation. Continuation under our lows so far for New York would be good. This is a pretty good short. It's 5-minute. This is a pretty decent 5-minute short here. Yo, chat. Hold on. Hold up. Yo, Top Step just released the they just released the straight to. Oh shit! Look at this. You can reset any blown funded account. Holy shit! Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Yo. Oh wait, that's too big. Hold on, my bad. Look at this shit. Reset. You have 6 days to reset your funded accounts. Look at this shit. Yo. Okay, let me check the cost. Let me see. Okay, reset your active. Okay. Look at this. I don't want to leak anything. My fucking account info or anything. We got back to funded, reactivate express account, immediately return to your funded status, start trading at the next market open, reactivate up to 2 times, keep your exit pay naming, price is $7.25 and you get 2. That's worth it in my opinion, guys. I'm not gonna lie. That's worth it. Yeah, I think it's worth it. I don't think it's too much. With 150K with no consistency rule, like I think any firm with no consistency rule, this is very cheap. That's very cheap, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, TPTs is 1,500 if you think about it. 720 is, I think it's pretty cheap, personally. The 50K for 500 is a little iffy. I'm not gonna lie, but I do think. I think it's worth it, guys. That is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Let's let me post in Discord too. What do you guys think? Yes, or, let me put a poll. Is it worth it? Yes or no? Hold on. Let me put a poll. What do you guys think? I'm glad I did not take that short, because look at NQ, just ripping. I don't think it's a bad deal, I'm not gonna lie, personally. I think it's pretty chill. I think it's pretty good. Alright, let's see if ES can go to Asia High. I'm not going to take any trades. It's too much back and forth. When we're calling it there for this session. But Topstep releases back to funded, you guys. $7.29 for 150K. I don't think it's bad, personally. I don't think it's a bad deal. Okay, that's another point. Sam makes a great point, guys. It's 200 more than a straight to funded account. Think about that. Because 50K would cost you 150 for the activation and 150 for the evals 300, so you have to put the work to pass. I agree. I don't know if it's the old dashboard. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think it's the old dashboard. But the new. I don't know. So it's every 7 days. You have 7 day time limit to like pass or like not pass, but whatever it's called. You have 7 days to kind of activate it from when you blow it. I think it's only eligible on ones you don't have payout on. I think it's worth it. I think it's cool. I mean, it's just more competition too, which is good for the other firms. I think it honestly competes with the how much is top activation fee? 150. So 700 is one reset. One reset for the 150K. If you don't have issues passing evals with new, yeah. What do you think about Alpha Futures? Alpha Futures is pretty good. I have a few friends who actually trade it. They like it. Alpha Futures is good. Alpha Futures is nice. Chat, I think we're probably going to just continue higher, I think, from this area. I think ES is probably going to give up his SMT. You guys can see I have a lot of low resistance liquidity here. Go and run that and then go higher. How much for 50K reset? I don't know. Let me see if I can get the information on it. I think it's $4.99. I'm pretty sure. Walking away for the day, rubbish PA. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. It is pretty bad. It is pretty bad. I think ES is gonna go for 60s. We'll probably get like a big pop here. Why isn't the 5-minute gap fill? It is a low probability day. That's all. To be honest with you. It's just super low probability. Super low prob. I'll probably wrap up early here today too, just because how ass it is. 4-hour tape is awesome to the upside. Yeah, I mean we're kind of holding all of our PD arrays down here too. This 4-hour gets a good, or this hourly gets a good closure. I feel like above this area. Like I would say, if you're gonna close above these wicks, that would be insane for more upside. When you get off, it's gonna turn up. I'm about to hop off right now. I'm not gonna lie. Chat, this is gonna be a shorter stream just because price is kind of ass. But the rest of the week we'll run 2-hour streams, or like at least an hour and 40. Hopefully price can clear up. We have NFP on, when do we have NFP? We have NFP on Friday, right? Let me check the Forex calendar, or Forex Factory calendar for the rest of the week. We got PMI tomorrow. So we have 2 news things tomorrow, and then we have NFP. Hopefully NFP has a good move. I appreciate you guys, yeah, for real, Ingrid Trader. I appreciate you being here every day, bro. Through the chop and everything as well sometimes. It's good. We'll keep the streams consistent. Honestly, I might, if Asia and London's ever good, I might do like Asia streams where it's like I know, let you guys know like an hour or 2 before, just because like if it's moving, like probably an hour before. So make sure you guys keep the YouTube noti thingamajiggies on, because I do post when it's like on the YouTube post. I do do that when I'm about to go live for like New York or for Asia or London or something like that. I want to do some London streams because London I feel like is moving okay, but I think once I settle in and move to my new spot, I'll definitely do some. All right, chat. Keep a bullish bias until ES hits 46 or 64.60. I appreciate everyone being on. Peace and love. I'll be in the Discord if you guys need to be in general chat. You guys can always add me. I'm willing to help you guys with stuff. And that was a decent stream. All right, peace and love, guys. Peace and love.